If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to become part of this community. Alright, so y'all remember that whole Tory Lanez Megan Thee Stallion beef? I've made so many videos on that when it went down. It was about Tory allegedly shooting Megan in the foot, which, as we now know after some more evidence came to light, is actually true, or ended up being true, and I was always kind of on the fence of whose side I was on, and I always gave Tory the benefit of the doubt. I still think he's a very talented artist who's putting in so much work to, keep his fans satisfied, to always give the best he's got with his music. But if that story is true, he of course lost a lot of respect, and I understand every movement of cancellation or whatever that's going on against him. But someone else has been mixed up in this beef as well, and that is DaBaby, someone who Megan Thee Stallion has been friends with and on good terms with publicly for some time now. Both of them have collaborated in the past, and they always seem very friendly, very, on good terms, as I said, just on social media and in real life. So this kind of surprised me when I read this story. Some of you guys already pointed this out to me on the Discord or on the stream yesterday, but Megan Thee Stallion shot some shots at DaBaby on Twitter the other day, and let's just go over them because this is some interesting stuff in here. So Megan Thee Stallion tweeted, "Support me in private and publicly do something different. These industry men are very strange. This situation ain't no beef, and I really wish people would stop downplaying it like it's some internet stuff for likes and retweets." Now what she's referencing is this new track that Tory Lanez has released last week, and that is Scat, and that song is featuring DaBaby. Now what's interesting about this is that we also got the video for it, and in the video there's a scene that we've seen before, because around, I don't know, fall or winter last year, there was an image popping up with Tory Lanez and DaBaby on a video shoot set, and there were already some, arguments going around like, oh, DaBaby is now working with Tory Lanez. I thought he was friends with Megan, but, Tory shot her, and even back then, DaBaby cleared some stuff up, even Megan, I think, and said that was shot before the whole Tory incident. And so, as we now know, that scene was meant for that video. But still, now Megan is coming back around and saying, like, publicly do something different. That's kind of weird to me. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the information that I have right now. So it kind of seems like she overreacted. Anyway, DaBaby went on to reply, "You don't let these folks get the best of you, thug. I don't got no bad energy for you. Like I know industry man. Let him fool you into thinking that you tripping. Stand on what you stand on without feeling like I'm against you. Stay focused, my G." To this, Megan Thee Stallion then replied, "My stance hasn't changed at all. Yours has. We already spoke about this in private, and you specifically said that ain't even no good business move. Why would I promote that stuff? But now this ain't your beef. That ain't real. But you stay on your business, my G." Now, off the bat, I kind of thought this was childish. The whole like, oh, my stance hasn't changed, but yours has, is all your fault, is just a very childish move that grown people shouldn't be, making. Also, that she's kind of ironically saying, but you stay on your quotation business, my G. It just kind of seems immature to me. But if they spoke about it in private, I don't know that, so that might be true. But still, the whole way she went about it, just kind of seems childish to me. DaBaby then also replied to that and said, "You ain't tweeting nothing. I ain't tell that man directly. I told him the same stuff. Whoever cleared it, so what? Still ain't enough of my business for people to be feeling some type of way about my pretty chocolate ass. Getting into that don't feed my people." This to me seemed very mature of him to say. He also went on to compose a completely unrelated tweet, so not replying to Megan's tweets, but rather directly saying, "I don't even go back and forth with my own women on the net. Now I'm on this, going back and forth with another man's woman about some stuff another man accused of. How does that work? Y'all, hell, happy Juneteenth though. We started this off with a bang, didn't it? Love you, Meg." So I gotta give props to DaBaby for handling this in a very mature way, and I think that Megan Thee Stallion in a lot of ways overreacted. I don't want to, say this without having the full grasp of what went down. Of course, if they spoke in private, DaBaby confirmed her that the song is not going to get released, because he wants to support her and show her that he wouldn't work with someone who, has that kind of public drama with her. Then, of course, that's not a cool move, but still, they don't got to do this on Twitter. I think it's kind of immature again to take this to social media, especially when she's talking about like, oh, we cleared this in private. Then come on, Meg, clear it in private as well. This kind of seems like some blown up drama. She also accused him of only doing this for likes and retweets. But she's doing the same thing with just taking this whole thing public again. That kind of seems suspicious to me too. I think what DaBaby meant with whoever cleared it, he meant that song or some sample they had on the song or their beef. I'm not entirely sure. But I guess he was just referencing that we had this thing like done, this video, this song, and now it just kind of got released. And he's not, supporting Tory like that anymore. But he's still on the song, of course, because they had finished that song and finished that video before the whole Megan thing went down. As I said, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think that's, how this whole thing played out. So all in all, I believe that DaBaby handled this very well. He took a very mature, grown man move, and cleared this whole thing up with a public statement. He showed love to Meg. He showed that he still supported her while saying, that it's not his type, his beef to be in. And Megan kind of took a very immature, childish approach to this, in my opinion. Now, this whole situation with Tory and Megan has gone on for a long time now, and it's kind of weird to see this pop up again on my timeline, to be honest, because I thought that we were over this and there wasn't no beef to clear, and we knew about this song that DaBaby and Tory had in the works, and even if it now is released, it's whatever. They did it before the whole thing happened, and DaBaby is still showing love. He's taking care of his family, as he said, and this doesn't help him, so he's staying out of it for now. He made a statement, took a stance. So yeah, shout out to DaBaby for this. I really respect him for that. And yeah, I don't know what's going on with Megan. I think as I said, that approach was quite immature. She's probably working on new music right now. We haven't heard from her since Good News, really. She dropped a new single 2 weeks ago, which I didn't like too much. But I guess we just have to see where this whole thing is going. But this beef to me is just very unnecessary right now. We're very just blown up. And I'm not I hope this is my last video that I have to make on this, because this whole situation has been going on for very long. Anyway, that's what I think about this. Now I want to know what you think about this. Do you think Megan's frustration, Megan's anger is justified? Do you think that the way she took this public is justified? Do you think DaBaby replied maturely and in a grown up move, or do you think this whole thing is also just very unnecessary? But yeah, shout out to DaBaby for standing up for what he believes in. Yeah, so let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media and blog down in the description. It really helps me out. Until the next one, y'all have an incredible day, and y'all take care.